All right, today we're going to show you exactly how to emulate an analog, tape, and console workflow inside of your DAW with plugins. Hi, my name is Tyson, and I'm a mastering engineer here at Dinosaur Dog Mastering, and today we're going to be showing you exactly how to add some analog vibes to your recording workflow in order to get some more nice saturation inside of your mix, some nice vibe that you otherwise may not have in a digital recording. Oh, and this is all accomplished without having to purchase thousands of dollars of tape machines and analog consoles, etc. I do have a free mixing checklist. It's the ultimate mixing checklist available for download in the description. You can go ahead and click the first link in the description to get that and speed up your mixing workflow and get more professional mixes. With that said, let's dive into the content of how to emulate an analog recording workflow inside of your DAW. We're just going to be dealing with this vocal right here, and we're going to add essentially an analog workflow inside of it before we even touch the mix, okay? Have our raw vocal go onto a tape deck, and then to a console, and then to more tape, because that is essentially the workflow that you would have worked on if you were working on a traditional tape and analog setup. So here's the raw vocal before we start, and then I'll go through the actual workflow of what I would do inside of the DAW.
Come buy me a crown, something to come.
So the first step is to add some tape. I'm just using the Slate Digital tape rack. We're recording onto 2-inch tape at a speed of 30. The 15 will give you a little bit more low end and tame the top a little bit more, but I think these vocals are already a little too dark, so I'm using the 30 IPS there. So here's with just the tape.
Come buy me a crown.
All right, so just a little bit more saturation there. The next step is to add a virtual mix rack. And really what we're going through is we're going through a preamp. So this is the Neve preamp. And then to a analog console channel, and then through the related analog hardware EQ. So this would be the EQ that would have been inside of the console itself, and so you can go ahead and EQ your vocal here. Right now, I don't have anything actually going on in the EQ. It's just there to add a little bit more color to the vocal just for the sake of this example. Okay, so we have our tape, we have our preamp, our actual console, and then an EQ that the console would have gone through. And then the last thing to do is to add some more tape. And this is going to be after we go through the initial tape console, and then it's recorded to a tape for then to start the mixing process. So that is exactly how you would set up a virtual analog workflow inside of your DAW. You would add this to every single individual track inside of the whole mix. So here is the before and after of just this vocal and what it actually does to the audio once you add this process to your workflow.
Come buy me a crown, something to come. Come buy me a crown, something to come.
So it adds a lot more of that low harmonic information, which makes it nice and warm, and it feels more full. And then it also tames a little bit of those highs where it doesn't necessarily take away from the highs, but it adds enough saturation to kind of tame the harsh frequencies that are happening inside of the raw vocal before we add this process. So as a takeaway, I don't think that this is truly necessary to do inside of your mixes. I generally would not follow this process. But if you have a song that really needs some more analog character and you don't have access to actual analog gear to record through, this is a great way as a backup in order to get the flavor of the analog vibes inside of your song without actually owning analog gear that is thousands of dollars. If this was helpful and you learned anything, then please subscribe, because I release videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to help you get more professional mixes. Thanks for watching, and have a fantastic week.